All right, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dom, and I'm here with Anthony. This is the A Word, and we are here another night with you, live streaming here on YouTube and the podcast on iTunes for all of you guys out there listening through iTunes. We really appreciate it. And for everybody here on YouTube, if you want to get the audio version of this podcast, definitely head over to iTunes, and you can search for Mac Mixing, and you can subscribe to the audio version of this podcast. So be sure to do that if you are looking for an audible way to ingest this podcast here. We really appreciate it. And rate the podcast on iTunes. That is another great thing that will help us out a lot, and we would really appreciate that. So that being said, here we are. We are all ready to go tonight. I'm actually very happy because I finally have the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C, both of these guys right here. So I don't know, I'm pretty stoked about the 5S.
Yeah.
I know you are, right?
I'm pretty stoked.
I just love the fact that I can just put my fingerprint on the home button and unlock it.
It just does that.
It's just like
it just works.
It's seriously, it is pretty impressive in my opinion.
It is.
Definitely impressive as far as the technology goes. It's just amazing. Like, I would never think that at this point in time, we would be able to do something as cool as that. So I don't know if you guys haven't seen the 5S, we're trying some new features here on the podcast, and I'm going to try to get you a nice little feed here of the 5S so you guys can kind of see what it looks like here. Let's try to switch over to the device cam. And so we have the device cam right here. Bam. Yeah, you guys like that view, huh? No, it's cool. We're trying to change things up a bit. So we have the 5S here, and I apologize for this Logitech camera's stupid auto exposure, and white balance too. It's really annoying. But anyways, this is the 5S, and it's so amazing because literally, like, okay, let me just hold this right here, and I can just press down the home button, and leave my finger on it, and it'll just unlock it just like that. It's pretty awesome as far as functionality goes. I mean, I'm very, very excited that it works like that. It just works, like he said. It just literally it works exactly as it should, and
yes,
and I'm very happy about that. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the comments here. Anthony, the poopy laptop again. Yes, he does have the poopy laptop.
Yes, I do.
Yes. So, in case you guys didn't know, this the iPhone 5S that I have, I picked up the space gray version. I was actually going to get the gold, but they were all sold out. They maybe had like 3 or 4 of them at the Apple store we waited at.
So we're told.
Yeah, so we're told anyway. So
a lot of places didn't have them.
Device cam killed your audio?
Device. What? Oh.
Hello? Can you guys hear us? I don't even know what's going on anymore. We can hear both of you and see both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, I don't know what happened. Maybe there was a problem with the audio or something. Yeah, I don't know what was going on.
The reason why I have
Anyway.
poop on my MacBook is because this MacBook is the poop.
No, he has an emoji sticker on there. It's emojistickers.com. And you guys, also, for people that are watching the video version of this on YouTube, if you see any problems or any glitches or anything like that, please let me know, because we're trying a new setup here, and I got like multiple cameras and stuff going on and like all kinds of crazy things. So I really don't know if everything's working properly. Like I have this now. This is very exciting. Check this out. Let's see if I can get when we were on the device. Oh, yeah.
By the way,
no,
I have a slim armor case.
I know what he's saying. Hold on. Wait, let me fix this real quick, and I'm going to switch to the device cam.
What? Yeah. Oh, the audio cuts out?
Yeah. All right. Now you guys should be able to hear me on the device cam. There we go. Okay, good. I need to do the same thing. Okay, see, this is the trial and error that you get. There's the iPhone 5C. This is a trial and error that you get when you're when you're doing it live. We're doing it live. and there's all kinds of mistakes and stuff. Sorry about that. But we seem to have got that worked out. Now I just need to change that setting for my display because I can actually have it so I can switch over to here. Hold on, let me fix this. And there we go. Okay, so now you guys can see what's going on my laptop here. Okay, this is awesome. All right, cool. So back to the main camera here. Hopefully everything's working okay now. Let's just jump into the podcast here. And so big shout out, Dylan Laws joining us. We have Scoober in here. Let's see. Hi. Okay, so we have a bunch of people in here hanging out. So anyway, let me get down to business here. Now that we have all this set up, hopefully my camera wants to stay working for the meanwhile. It turned off randomly earlier, so hopefully that doesn't happen during this live stream, or we'll have to just switch straight to the device cam over here and just run the whole podcast off of that. So the 5C, you guys.
It's pretty cool.
It's the same as the iPhone 5, but okay, let me show you this real quick. And I've seen a few different 5Cs. I've actually had a few different ones, and I think that the 5C is just absolutely clean. Like that white and black 5C is just so clean. Obviously, it's a little reminiscent of the 3GS, but I just think it's such a clean device, super clean device. And you know what? The Crocs cases are a little silly. Yes. I mean, I definitely agree. They're kind of silly.
Crocs cases.
Yeah, they're Crocs. I mean, yeah. I think in one of my videos, in the case review I did for the 5C case here, I said it was like Crocs for people with really small feet.
They said that they couldn't hear us through the device cam.
Again? What? No.
I don't know if that's...
I don't know.
I suppose we're still gonna have to work that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get this stuff. Let me switch to the device cam again and see if the audio stays. Hello. So okay, the device is out, or the audio is outputting through YouTube. I can see the meter here. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Yes or no? I know this is really weird for the people on iTunes, and I apologize for that because you're probably like, what the hell is going on? But this is the 5C. Can you hear me talking about the 5C, everybody? If you can hear me talking through the device cam, I'm on the device cam now. So, and you should be able to hear me. Can you hear me? Let me know. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it's fine for Dylan. So cool. Then that's good. All right, so device cam is working, and we should have the computer cam working here. Yes, we have the computer cam working, and we have the main camera here. Yes. All right, so everything is good. The whole live stream is being run off of all kinds of crazy cables and configurations, and so I did a lot of research so I could really get like the best, at least the best possible live stream that I could personally do without, a bunch of outside help, or, because I really don't have anybody else to talk to as far as like getting a decent live stream going. I don't have anybody that I can ask questions to that does a really good live stream. So I just did a lot of research and tried to get as much stuff together as I could to make it the best I could. And hopefully it's all working out very well. Seems like it is so far. So let's get into the discussion for tonight. Now, the first thing here, like I said, like we were talking about, very, very impressed with the fingerprint sensor here on the iPhone 5S.
Yes. It's quite possibly my most favorite part of the...
Well, there's only like three features upgraded in this thing, so I mean, it's got to be one of the three.
Well, yeah, but
yeah. Okay.
How could it not be?
So... Let me explain to you guys. Like I was saying before, the device cam cut out the audio, right? If you want to unlock your device, I accidentally hit a right click button. What did I do? What does that say? Right clicks are bad. Right clicks are bad. Okay.
No, that was bad.
I know that was a really bad impression, but it worked. You guys understood what I was getting at. Even if it was bad, you knew. Okay, so like we were saying, my favorite part about the fingerprint sensor is the fact that you can just literally press down the home button and leave your finger resting on there, and it will unlock your device. So you don't. It's like literally effortless to switch it or to unlock the device. So we have the 5S right here, and I'm just gonna press down the home button and leave my finger on there. And as you can see, it just opens. I don't even have to touch the lock button.
Yeah.
It's so effortless and simple. I can't get over how awesome that is.
You know what I was thinking? The reason that they might have did it like that was because, when if your hands are wet or something, say you're in the shower. This actually happened to me, and you just want to, real quick, open your phone without touching the screen and see what's going on. You can just do that.
Yeah, but I don't know if I would do that when your fingers are wet,
and
because you might mess something up. So let me propose a question to you guys. Propose a question to everybody out there. What is your favorite feature of the 5S? Be sure to leave a comment down below or on the article, or just, tweet me if you're listening to the audio version of this podcast. What's your favorite feature of the 5S? I mean, you have the slow-mo video. And by the way, if you haven't seen my video on slow-mo, earlier today I got to smash a wine glass outside of my house. So it was pretty fun. You should go check that out for sure. But what's your favorite feature? Either it's slow-mo, it's the 64-bit operating system. Maybe if you're a developer and that applies to you. Maybe it's the speed, because it is literally like twice the speed as from the iPhone 5. Maybe it's a fingerprint sensor. What's your favorite feature of the iPhone 5S? Be sure to let us know in the comments, and we'll discuss this throughout the night. Get an ad. What? Dom, get an ad blocker to your laptop. Why? What's wrong? What happened? Oh, for that on YouTube, you mean? I'm all about ads, okay?
Yep.
Here's the thing, and this is kind of a tangent from where we were actually going to start talking about here. But ad blockers, I like ads, because you know what? I make a living off of ads. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of how I do what I do. YouTube, there's ads. So I just leave the ads. If there's something that's actually appealing to me, then, I'll go and check it out. But for the most part, I have a love-hate relationship with ads. They're a necessary evil. So moving past that, you could probably already tell that our favorite feature is the fingerprint sensor.
Yeah, and Jake's text said it doesn't work when your fingers are wet.
I haven't tried it.
Used that. I'm kind of scared to do that.
Hardware and software security with the fingerprint data. There's a lot of people sketched out about this fingerprint sensor for sure. Just because it's like, oh, the NSA, blah blah blah. A lot of people sketched out about it. I'm
not really sketched out. I figure I'm probably already inside the system, if you will.
Yeah, right.
My fingerprint.
They already have you.
Yeah.
They're already done.
Like, I'm already in there. Might as well just, associate myself with an iPhone.
So, I really do enjoy unlocking the phone with my fingerprint. Like, that is just as gimmicky as it sounds.
Awesome.
It literally, it's so much easier as lazy as that sounds.
Like, boom, and it opens.
Yeah, it's just great. Okay, and also I can't wait till I saw a tweet earlier today. I can't remember who said it, but somebody tweeted that it will be amazing when or if the fingerprint sensor can be integrated with 1Password. And so you can have all of your passwords. Or even iCloud Keychain will do a very good similar effect to that, to where, if I go to youtube.com, I can just hold my finger there and it'll log me into YouTube.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
That would be amazing.
I was also thinking, and I was telling you earlier, Dom, if you could have like different fingers possibly in the future that open different apps or do different things on your phone.
Hey, jailbreak developers, I'm looking at you.
Yep.
Maybe have it sense a certain fingerprint listed in the fingerprint section to open a certain app.
Or do a certain thing or whatever.
Something cool. Yeah. Fingerprint activator. There we go. There we go. Ryan, I'm looking at you even though you're not here. I would love to see fingerprint activator. If you
would just be cool.
I'm using my right pinky finger and I want to start playing music. Whatever.
or even just like touch patterns that, they already have that kind of, but just touch patterns for the home button, so you don't have to actually push anything.
Because it is a capacitive sensor. I mean,
so you could just like double tap 3 times in a long single one, and then it opens something
It's
cool.
very
It
possible.
does something awesome.
Yeah, it is very, very, very possible. I think fingerprint activator would be excellent. I would love
You're putting that out there.
I'm putting that out there officially.
You said it first.
Fingerprint activator. We need to see that. I
to
think
start
that,
car.
I think
is what
that
Jake's text says.
That would be pretty cool too. Yeah, I think that that's definitely something that we need to. Oh, okay. Oh, this is actually. Let me just hop to this real quick. This story this is on the fingerprint topic. This story is on Mac Rumors right now. Let me get over to this thing. So on Mac Rumors, we have Chaos Computer Club bypasses Apple's Touch ID system with a copy of original fingerprint. So apparently they used a photo, I think. They used a photo of a fingerprint. They used a high-resolution image of the fingerprint. So here's what it says, and you guys can read along with this.
How did they do that?
First, the fingerprint of the enrolled user is photographed with 2400 DPI resolution. The resulting image is then cleaned up, inverted, and laser printed with 1200 DPI onto a transparent sheet of thick toner setting. Finally, a pink latex milk or white rubber glue is smeared into the pattern created by one of the toner onto the transparent sheet. After it cures, the thin latex sheet is lifted from the sheet, breathed on to make a tiny bit moist, and then placed into a sensor to unlock the phone. This is some high-tech crap right here. Seriously. This is like stealing identities and bodies
high-tech
and
stuff
stuff
that you can do at home.
So, yeah, right? I know. DIY identity theft.
Yeah.
So it says this process has been used for with minor refinements and variations against the vast majority of fingerprint sensors on the market. So apparently this is like a regular thing that people have used before. Yeah.
Where did you say they got the fingerprint from?
It was just, they took a picture of somebody's actual fingerprint.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have, in this case, you'd have to have a picture of their fingerprint.
Yeah, I agree with Dylan, though. That is not... Dylan Lawson here in the chat for you guys on iTunes. He said that what I just explained is not really hacking. It's not hacking it. It's definitely not a hack. It's like a DIY stealing a fingerprint. You know,
and
it honestly though, as much as it's not a hack, that is some James Bond stuff right there. Seriously, like I couldn't do that. But yeah, it's truly not a hack because it doesn't involve actually hacking into these systems. So. Or like into the actual interface of the. He knows what I'm talking about. We're gonna leave the technical coding hacking stuff to the pros, and we are gonna move on. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was just gonna say there were some places. I was trying to find the website. Sorry, there's a website out there that is. Well, you kind of stopped talking. There's a website out there that's offering $16,000 if you can take a fingerprint from something and put it and actually unlock an iPhone with that fingerprint.
Well, they probably won that
from
then.
like a mug. You have to take like.
So if you could go,
if you can take a
seriously
or
like
even
CSI
on the back of the
phone,
and dust it off and then use it to do on the front on the scanner, they're gonna give you $16,000.
Yeah, well, that would be pretty insane if somebody could actually do that.
It would be pretty insane, and I think it would be really awesome if it was me. I tried doing something like that, and it didn't work. Yeah, I got kind of scientific with it, but not too scientific. I was trying to I took tape, and I used pencil shavings to... I got my fingerprint on the tape, but I couldn't figure out a way to put it onto the phone to make it work. Without getting my phone all...
Well, we're not pros, so...
Yeah, I'm not into forensic science.
Real quick, we have a question in here from Ethan Gutterman. Good case for the iPhone 5S. Well, Ethan, let me break this down for you a little bit here. Let's switch over to the device cam here. And here's the 5S, right? 5S, normal 5S. You know what, though? Ironically, or coincidentally anyway, the 5S... is exactly the same size as the 5. Identical.
Yep.
So really, any case will work as long as there's not too narrow of like an opening for the flash. You'll be able to use any iPhone 5. What are you pointing at?
I was gonna say show them the 5C too.
Oh well, hold on. No, I'm just we're talking about cases for the 5S. So any case, I mean, I could put this leather case for the 5S on the iPhone 5. So if I just, I can actually fit it on there, and boom, there you go, leather iPhone 5 case. That is how that works. So really, I mean, you could use any case you want for the iPhone 5S as long as it fits the iPhone 5 and it doesn't block the dual LED flash. So, here's a great question, actually. Real quick before I answer this next question, one other thing that I noticed, and I made a video on this the other day. If you have a 5th generation iPod Touch and you're looking for a cheap or a decent dock or whatever, then I would highly recommend that you go pick up the iPhone 5S dock. Because it does actually work. And the thing is, so will the 5C dock, but there's less wiggle room on the 5S dock because obviously the 5S is thinner than the 5C. And you can check out my video on that on the channel. Sorry, I'm like having trouble talking. You can check out my video on that on the channel and I'll show you how it fits and stuff in there. It's pretty cool. But back to this question from Andrew 14145. Andrew 14145, he says, do you guys know how often most Apple stores get shipments of phones in? And the short answer is pretty much every day during launch. Now, here's the thing. They don't know what they're getting. They don't know how many of space gray or how many of gold or whatever. Apple basically is in a scurry and just sends them whatever they can. So, like, there's really no way to actually say that that they're gonna get this or that in. You know what I mean? They're just getting shipments in when they're just getting shipments of a product that's needed, but they can't specify what product they're getting in or what what type of.
And you have to imagine how many iPhones and equipment are going out to the public each day. Each store is being sold out quite quickly.
Seriously.
So I mean, for them they have to restock all that invoice, but I have a feeling for security reasons they don't keep too many on hand. During the first few days, especially the first weekend.
Yeah, so I mean, your best option, honestly, what I've done before is, I mean, you could call there before you go down to an Apple store and ask them if they have X stock or X phone in. You know what I mean?
They'll tell you.
Do you have do you have any 16 gigabyte golds in? And they'll be like, oh yeah, we have one. They're not going to hold it for you, but if you're close enough or you can somehow drive or fly or something fast enough.
Teleportation.
Yes, exactly. If you can do that, then you can get it. They'll let you know what they have in stock though when they have it in stock if you call them. Unfortunately, there is no online pickup orders yet. There will be maybe in the next week, a couple of weeks, if they actually probably not until end of October. Sorry, I take that back. You'll probably see the in-store pickup for the iPhones probably near when they have actually available stock ready for that. Who knows though? We'll see what happens with that. But my overall impressions. What?
Do you know if there are still lines?
No, I went to the Apple store.
There were lines yesterday.
I went to the Apple store at the mall today. There was no lines, but they have no iPhones there.
Yeah.
No, they had iPhone 5C, but they had no iPhone 5S at the Apple store.
I don't understand how could they have more of the 5Cs than the 5S?
They're easier to manufacture.
I suppose.
They're taking 5S or 5 components and putting it in a plastic shell.
Employee, but you might be onto something.
No, because they've been producing some of those things for quite some time.
Yeah.
So, they're just good at making it, basically. But real quick, just to get into this and kind of finalize this discussion, overall, I've had this iPhone 5S for about 48 hours, and I really do like it. Not just speaking as like an Apple fanboy or whatever, but just like for a lot of people, it's an incremental upgrade. Sure, I get that. It is. They added a few more features. One of them happens to be really cool in my opinion, which is the fingerprint sensor. But other than that, it's just a few more things. 64-bit. Apple said we're not all about putting specs on a sheet of paper. But you know what? 64-bit is a spec on a sheet of paper. I'm sorry. Nobody cares. No regular people care about 64-bit. Regular consumers that don't look at specs, they don't care about 32, 64, whatever. They're just not into that thing. And those people are who they made the iPhone 5C for. The people that don't care about specs are the people that are going to enjoy the 5C. Now, for example, my wife, she has a 5C. This is my white iPhone 5C. I have a white iPhone 5C. My wife has a pink iPhone 5C. And you might have seen the unboxing I did actually of the pink iPhone 5C. I figured everybody else was doing a blue one or a green one or whatever. I was like, you know what? Screw that. I'm going to do the pink one. So Apple made the 5C for people that don't necessarily care about specs and want something fun, colorful, lively, whatever.
They just want an iPhone.
Yeah, they just want an iPhone. It's not supposed to be a budget iPhone. Everybody thinks that they screwed up and it's too pricey, whatever. Nobody said it. You guys bought into the rumors if you thought that. I bought into the rumor too. But that's the thing. They never said, oh, we're going to make a budget iPhone and sell it at $300. No, we just all assumed that. So off of this tangent, the 5S, I like it. I actually... like I've said before, my most favorite feature, the number one favorite feature I have in this phone is the fingerprint sensor, just because it's so easy to get into your device. Yes. Like it just really makes it easy and to purchase fast. Apps.
Yeah.
Like to not have to enter my password in the App Store ever again.
It's annoying.
Is just
capitals, numbers, lowercase.
Yeah. It's so awesome. So I recommend that if you have the extra $100, then you should definitely get the 5S if you're looking for some high-tech stuff. Now, of course, if you want...
It's fun, too.
Yeah, it is fun.
And
if you want something comfortable, then I would definitely... Or not... Wait, something comfortable. If you want something colorful... If you want something colorful, then I would definitely say, obviously, the 5C is the only choice to get native colors like that, like on the back of the iPhone. Of course, you can get the gold, the space gray, or the silver in the iPhone 5S, but on the 5C here, you just have, like, again, I think the white's a very, very clean phone. And
I feel like
nice.
It would scratch less as well too.
Well, it's got like a lacquered finish on the back. For those of you guys don't know, it's if you haven't touched one or you haven't seen one, it's plastic, but it has almost like it's got a clear coat on it. Yeah, I think they call it a lacquer finish. That's what they call it, and it's two things, good and bad. Good thing is because of that, it doesn't scratch like regular plastic. The bad thing is also because of that, it's a lot it's more slippery. Like it falls out of your hand a little bit easier because the back is kind of slippy,
so you can
slidey.
drop it more so that you can get replacement more.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
But okay, so I have the black case for the 5C, and then I also picked up the blue case for the 5C. So white and black, and then white and blue. Yeah, the Han phone. In case you guys don't know what the Han phone is, let me tell you what the Han phone is. The Han phone is when you have the 5C case on, and all it says in the middle there is Han. I don't know if you can see that really on the picture here, but it blocks out the I, the P, and then the E, and it just says Han in the middle there, so it does look kind of funny. So yeah, the Han phone.
Yes, Bruno. Sorry for interrupting.
What happened? Bruno.
What
are you talking about?
Keep going.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, I was just Bruno Estevez. Did I say that right? He says, do you think it would make more sense to have different colored headphones and candles than that matched the iPhone 5C?
I think that would be cool if Apple did that.
Yes.
But they're not going to do that.
No.
I can guarantee you that some third-party manufacturer is going to make some headphones that line up with those colors. So
I think, I think that's...
We'll see stuff like that. Don't worry. And if you got a 5C and you're waiting for cases, don't worry. I mean, Lightning certification, the MFI program is already out there in the bunches of companies. We'll see battery cases for the 5C soon. We'll see, there's already some custom mold cases. I have a couple spec cases that I picked up the other day too. So stay tuned for reviews on those. But we'll see battery cases and everything like that very soon. So just kind of stay tuned for that stuff in the near future here. And also, real quick, I want to get you guys' thoughts on iOS 7. So what do you think of iOS 7? let us know in the comment section or tweet us. You can find both of our Twitter links in the description. I'm twitter.com/MacMixing. He's twitter.com/Anthony Esposito.
Yes.
So you can find us both on Twitter. Tweet us, leave comments. What's your favorite aspect about iOS 7? I don't care if you dislike iOS 7 overall, but even if you do dislike it,
I've
I want to
heard that
know
from a few people.
I want to know what your favorite portion of iOS 7 is. What, even if you dislike it, what's your favorite thing? Ethan Gutterman said, Anthony, what were you saying?
About
I don't
which
know.
part?
He doesn't even
the
know what he's saying.
headphones?
Maybe.
Or in reference to you?
I don't know.
I was saying the waterproof cases are really awesome for the iPhones.
Well, yeah. Okay, here's another thing, though.
The Incipio
the
one I think is
life-proof
really
ones,
cool.
the waterproof cases will not work on the 5S. Just because if you don't care about your flash. Because most of them are fit pretty tight in the flash area. And I even tried that with
the flashy area.
Yeah, right. I know. But just keep that in mind. The life-proof cases and stuff, I'm sure they're going to put out a dedicated model that has tweaked designs specific to the 5S body. So if you have a 5S and you want a waterproof case, I'm sure LifeProof is going to put one out. I'm sure all the other people are going to put one out. Stay tuned. I will definitely have reviews on all those as they release in the future. So keep a lookout for that kind of stuff. Oh, on another note, I want to thank everybody out there seriously so much because I have finally hit. I'm almost to 36,000 subscribers now on YouTube. I had some video that went completely like haywire crazy on YouTube. It was actually okay. Here, I'm gonna switch to this thing. It was actually the how to hide stock apps in iOS 7. So this was a glitch that came out a while back. Actually, it came out around beta 3. And funny enough, this glitch to hide stock iOS apps in iOS 7 is still available in GM. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to make another video on this. And lo and behold, 3 days later, it's at 940,000 views, and it's on like the homepage of YouTube. It's at the bottom, but I'll take what I can get. I'm not complaining. So, because of your guys' support and because of stuff like that, it's really helped me to make a lot of things possible through this channel, and I really appreciate all of you guys for sticking around and watching and everything like that and helping us
really
out.
Awesome.
Yeah, so really appreciate that. I can't say it enough. Yeah, 2 thumbs up. Seriously, 2 thumbs up. We're gonna go with a device cam thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So major thumbs up there. And also, like I said too, if you guys haven't subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, I would truly appreciate it if you did, or at least go and leave some feedback for it or whatever. That would really help us. Give us a rating in iTunes. It doesn't have to be a good one, but just give us a rating if you like it, or if you dislike it, let us know. Let us know what we can improve. I'm working on getting all the video stuff in line for you guys, so hopefully that will kind of improve in the future. I'm trying some different setups. I think I'm going to buy a different camera. My DSLR is not very ideal to shoot this with, though I am, like I said, I'm using the 5D Mark III to do the video live stream through like a Blackmagic encoder. So not perfectly ideal situation, but I'm working to improve that stuff, and I appreciate everybody kind of hanging in there while we get this live stream in order. Question here real quick. The iPad screen will be bigger. Do we think the iPad screen will be bigger? The 5th generation iPad screen will be the exact same size. It's just going to have a thinner bezel on the side. So it's going to look more like the iPad mini than the iPad 4. So keep that in mind. But I say keep that in mind a lot. I don't know why, but
I don't know.
And you know what I also hate is that sometimes I'll end a lot of sentences with so or but. Like I'll be like, oh, so iOS 7, blah, 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 but, and then I'll stop and then I'll go into another sentence. This is totally irrelevant to anything we were talking about, and it's a complete waste of time. But again, appreciate you guys sticking around. We're going to head out for the night, but there's a but.
Hold on. Before we do that, I would just like to note my favorite part of iOS 7 right now.
What's that?
That is the ability to take a whole bunch of pictures at once. Not at once, but
Oh,
with
burst mode.
the burst mode.
That burst
That
mode
is
does not
awesome.
stop. What is Robert's question? Hold on.
His question, I answered his question.
Should
his
I
question
get
was,
the iPhone 5S away for the 6?
And I said that I think that you should wait. If you're gonna wait that long, you should definitely wait to see what the iPhone 6 is gonna be like,
Yeah.
and then you can decide. Hey, I could buy a cheaper iPhone 5S and have a really cool phone, or I could upgrade and get the 6 and have the newest phone.
I would say that if your upgrade is less than 6 months away, you should upgrade to the 5S. If it's more than 6 months away, you should wait for the 6. I think that's a pretty fair rule of thumb there. Mm-hmm. You know, it definitely is like, because, you know, if you have an upgrade and you, like you said, you have to wait almost
you're gonna wait
7 months. You know, you might as well wait and hope that you can get the 5S for cheaper if the 5S is what you wanted to go for. Or, aside from that, if you wait, you can then get the new phone. So that's definitely a nice little tip there to keep in mind. So we're going to head out for the night. I really appreciate everybody watching. Thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed this show, and we will be back next week. We're probably going to start doing this podcast around 3 or 4 Pacific p.m. on Sundays. So 3 or 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We think that's probably a good time period based on what some people have told us and what people may prefer. So we will try to get that going next week. I'll try to remind you guys via Twitter. If you're not following me on Twitter yet, go ahead and do so, and follow Anthony as well. And both those links are in the article for this podcast and also in the description of the YouTube video. So go follow us on Twitter. We would really appreciate that, and we'll tease you guys throughout the week, let you know when exactly the podcast for next Sunday is starting. And when that podcast starts next Sunday, it will always be that time forever. So people on iTunes, if you only listen to the audio version, you can catch us with live video. So
and Sean Dean 69 was asking what our iTunes channel is. It's best to look it up.
Yeah, just search Mac Mixing.
Yeah.
Search Mac Mixing in the podcasts app or in iTunes, and you'll find it that way. Mm-hmm. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. We really appreciate it, and we will catch you guys very soon here next week. Stay tuned throughout the week for more videos, more iOS 7 stuff, everything like that. I have all of that coming up for you guys. So thanks again. We will catch you guys next week, and hope you have a great day. Thanks again. Again. Jeez, I keep saying thanks again so much. Seriously, I cannot stop saying that word. Thanks again.
Hey. We'll see you next time.
Thanks again.
Thanks again.
Thanks again.
Have a good day.
Thanks again. Thanks again.
Slow-mo.
Thanks again. Thanks again.